Right, I think this is going to work. Boosh. Lebosh. Oh, we are live. That is very good. Very good indeed. Very satisfying. Right, everything should be working, but we had a bit of a jiggle around with the whole setup earlier. So yes, it should be working, but there may be some faults. How you doing, Angry Apex? That's a pretty cool name, to be fair. That's a fun name. Pop that there, pop that there. I don't know where I can see the chat for TikTok. I might have to work that out another day. Another day, another dollar, or whatever the saying is. We'll work it out in future time. What I need to do real quick is, because yeah, honestly, it's been flat out today, guys. I need to quickly adjust my screen capture in a Somerset accent. And we need to do primary monitor. And display. Please just do something, please work. Hello, welcome everyone in. So if I pop that there, yes, we are working. Oh, that's not actually the correct display, is it? Well, that's not ideal. So what we can do is pop that there. And is this the correct one? You're seeing a fantastic representation of streaming right now. Well, this was, there we go. Hello. There we go. It's all working now. Evening, morning for some people, I guess. I've had a proper jiggle around with my setup today. So I popped that there. I do not want to do that. I want to be popping that there. Lovely jubbly, trying to get used to this cursor, where it's going, where this mouse is going. Sound is £1. Afternoon, yep, afternoon. You never know, got to cover for all situations. You know, might be midnight somewhere. Might be. Anyway, what am I waffling about? I'm on a proper waffle today, I am. My day's been busy. I woke up at 4:30 to go running. I ran, actually it turned out to be 11 miles. Did a lot of work in the day, set up a fourth monitor on top of me. Not on top of me quite literally, but on top of my main monitor, so I can see a bit more. What will mainly be useful when I'm doing like iRacing and stuff. For F1, it's fine, don't really need it, but yeah, no, it's going good. It's going good. A bit weird having that all up there. You having dinner too? Nice, man. What are you having for dinner? Leave it on open. Sound as £1. So if you would like to join the lobby, you're more than welcome. If you don't want to, you're more than welcome to decline. Whoa. How you doing, Lucas? Welcome in, bro. Hope you had a good day, man. Did I load my settings? I think I did. Yeah, just starting up now. How you doing, Bart? Welcome in, dude. That is open. Cool. Lovely jubbly. Oh, don't want to leave. Oh, Forrest Jump is back. He's a good lad, he is. Had some good racing, if I remember correctly. We'll sort out the grid in a second. When you were an esports driver or becoming one and you knew the level of potential you could reach, how do you manage your time and responsibilities like university or work? I'll be honest, mate. I put all my eggs in the basket. I quit my job. Took a massive risk. Basically gambled on myself. Put it all on my shoulders, and yeah, it worked out in the end. I basically said to myself, if I get through to the grand finale in 2017, I quit my job, I focus on it, and yeah, that was it. No risk, no reward. Exactly, man. Gonna do about 5 lap races and probably live for about another hour and a half, 2 maybe. Hope you have a fantastic Christmas. Appreciate you, Lucas. Hope you have one as well, bro. No risk, no reward. Exactly, my guy. To be honest, I've actually started writing a book on that now. It's actually been in my mind to do a book for a few years now. On my kind of path through F1 esports, because it's hard to verbally say it, not in the sense of difficulty to make it into words, but it's hard to sit down and do a video long enough and in the correct contexts to tell it in the way that I want to tell it, Well, it's just raw and authentic. Like, no hiding, just be honest with it, But on a video, that's quite hard to do. Very hard to do. Just simply because, the conversation would go on for about 5 hours at that point. Instant light, let's go, bro. Right, let's do this grid. I think we've got a full lobby already. It does feel a bit nuts though that it's already the F1 off season. Like, we're a few weeks deep into it, and there's already teams kicking a hissy fit about engine regulations. Like, it's to be expected. It's Formula One at the end of the day, isn't it? But it was quite funny, and it's even more funny. Like, the Twitter brigade, like, all over it like a rash. Like, oh my god, this team's gonna be so good. Oh my god, this team's gonna dominate. I'm like, guys, we know literally nothing. Oh, someone did a chirpy beep at the horn. Imola is probably not a good track to start on. You know what? We'll start on Hungaroring. We'll go over to Silverstone. Maybe a bit of Spain. I like Spain. Miami. Just a bit of torture. But we'll do Qatar. And we'll add some more in as we go on. I'll jump in for a few races, mate. If there's space. Oh, mate, would love to have you in, dude. Would love to have you in. Around 8:30. Around Brazil. Nice, man. Feeling prepped? Hopefully feeling good for it. Do you know what as well? Alpine Stars have started releasing quite a lot of esports gear. What I am very tempted by, because it does look very good. Rather good, I should say. Rather good. Put that the right way up. Sound as a pound. Do I not have game audio? Let's see. Maybe it's connected to the wrong output. I don't have game audio. Right, we'll quickly load thy setup. And then we'll try to fix this game audio. Give me that keyboard. Thank you very much. Pop that there. Oh, it's connected to my dock. That's why. This might be really loud when I reconnect. How do I only have sound in one ear? This is not ideal. Oh, that's loud. Well, good to see open lobbies have never changed. Need to get this keyboard off my lap. Best purchase together. Nice, man. Glad to hear that you're enjoying. Yeah, I've always heard good things about them, to be fair. Holy moly. Oh. I actually... That looks like I did a lot there, but I didn't actually take him out. It was the Mercedes. Just to clarify and clear my case, because that looks pretty horrific. I'm doing good, thank you, Adam. Hope you're doing good as well, man. Man, this Mercedes cannot drive. Using your setups? Oh, I appreciate you, bud. Appreciate some testing. Ah, appreciate you, man. That's pretty cool that you do the pre-season testing as well in the league. What sim magic gear did you get though? How you doing, bro? Welcome in. Take a little switchback. How you doing, Husey? Morning. Oh yeah, it's morning for you. you by the coastline by any chance? Christmas on the beach does not sound bad. Nice, man. That's awesome equipment. Good for you, man. It's too hot. Damn, 40 degrees. How you doing, Timber? Come on, George. Switch back. Ah, he covered it. Fair play. How you doing, Bob? Is running really low rear wing the meta in this game? I think low wing is the meta, but you know, some tracks like this you still want high wing. So yeah, like 0 to 5 really just depends on the track. In all honesty, bro. How you doing, Toy? Make sure you beat him. The new season must be coming up shortly, no? If I'm not mistaken. Because you had your awards night not too long ago now. I know you've probably been asked a million times, but your early predictions for the 26th World Championship? Honestly, bro, no idea. Like, look, I think Max will be there at the end of the season no matter what, because I think him and the Red Bull car development will be really strong. I think it just depends how much Mercedes can exploit this engine regulation. By the sounds of it, Mercedes are ahead of people. It just depends if they can keep their tricks, you know? Hard to judge, hey? Nah, I'm actually a time traveler. I hate to brag about it, but I love to brag about it, actually. I've already gone to 2027, and I know the results of the World Championship. You won't believe it, but this chap called Brendan Lee got a last-minute contract and has jumped in. He finished last. He got lapped in every single race, but he got a seat at least. It is 2 weeks away. Nice, man. That's pretty good timing. So that must be the first week of Jan. I did a bunch of research. Yeah, honestly, research is critical before spending money in sim racing. What about for F1 Esports? Will you be commentating there? No idea, dude. No idea. To be honest, Sorry, I might have just shouted in my microphone. Jesus Christ. To be honest, I don't know. If it happens, cool. But to be honest, when you enter into that kind of thing, you also become a little bit like restricted on what content you can do. I kind of love the idea of actually not being on the comms desk as well. Like, I say that without the opportunity being presented to me at the moment, right? So maybe my view would change if the opportunity got presented. But at the moment, I kind of love the idea of, like, not being on the commentator's desk, because then that means I can say anything I want without any contracts, like, and any sort of politics, you know? And I would love to do sort of a watch party and also debriefs after the event as well, just to tell exactly what happened. You know, if you're on the desk, there's not massive restriction, but there's still a bit here or there. What do you think Ferrari would fare? I mean, like, to be honest, the Ferrari thing's really interesting, right? Because it seems like they've got drivers that are not massively happy. They got engineers that are not massively happy with the drivers, and they're all just trying to sort of manage the situation. I don't say it in a disrespectful way, because of course they're operating a higher potential than I am right now, you know, because I'm not in the team. I'm not running the team, but I think next season will be tricky for Ferrari. Who's going to be the worst team? I don't like that wording. Like, I know you don't mean it in a bad way, but I don't like the idea of saying like a worst team, because to be honest, they're better than I would be. So I think it's disrespectful for me to be like the worst. But I know what you mean. I presume you didn't mean it in a disrespectful way. But I think the team that will be at the back, it's a good question. I'm sorry to say, because I really want them to do well, but I think the most chance of being at the back has to be Cadillac. You know, I think Cadillac are on Ferrari engines, and Ferrari engine is already a little bit, you know, not so good in the media, and it's a new team. But I think Alpine will have a strongish season, because even if the chassis isn't mega, by the sounds of it, the Mercedes engine is. So even with a bad chassis, they will still do good, you know? If the rumors are true. Like, kind of like Williams in 2014. The chassis wasn't bad, but it had the most ridiculous drag efficiency, I think, maybe ever in Formula 1 history. Like, compared to its competitors and the regulations. And they just flew. On any track that had a straight line on it, or proper straight line, they were like, okay, see you later. Yeah, Alpine with the Merc engine will be good. It'll be interesting how McLaren do. Yo, whoa, what the flip? Sorry to this guy. How many? Gifted 10 subs. Easy, my man. Thank you so much, bro. I almost crashed into the Aston Martin because of that. I almost crashed again. Jesus Christ, man. I really appreciate you. Thanks so much. Man, you know I start appreciating something when my voice goes like 10 pitches higher. Wow. But no, thank you, bro. Really, I appreciate that. Absolute legend. And now, for sure, gonna absolutely smash you in the area. No doubts. Michael, did I miss your message earlier? I don't know if you're still here, but I remember seeing your message in the middle of one of my sentences, and I just realised I didn't reply to it. So my apologies if you are still here, bro. Wasn't meaning to ignore you. Inadvertently, I kind of did, so my apologies, but... Thank you. I'm here. Appreciate you, bro. Hope you're doing well, though. Have you seen... What website? London OS website? I haven't. What did Lando Norris do with his website? It's crazy. Crazy good, crazy bad. Like, what's the vibe? Yo, man. Cheers, Jonathan. Become a channel supporter. Absolute legend. Thank you. And the support on this stream has been nuts. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you all. Kind of always blows my mind on these kind of things. Oh my god. Because I'm, at the end of the day, I'm just like this random geezer just driving around in circles in a video game. So like, the fact people watch, first of all, I really appreciate. And of course, it's no obligation, but when people like support even more by gifting subs or becoming a channel supporter, I really do appreciate it. Please check it out if you have time. Man, it sounds like you're working for Lando Norris now. I actually might need to focus. Yo, how you doing, Waffle? No panic, mate. Oh, your track guy's a legend, man. What the flip? That's got to be the worst time disconnect ever. It depends on your race objective, usually. Depends on your race objective. It also depends on the flow of the league, you know? Because, like, for some leagues, like, let's say for F1 Esports, you have to go a bit more to the ideal pace of the setup. But if you can get away with that low wing, and not have a compromise, for sure, you know? I get a particular heady amount of weight shift through my wheel. A lot of that is to do with high speed legend. So typically also happens in real life, to be fair, but the higher speed you're traveling, the more friction you have from the added downforce, and the more friction, the harder it is to turn the wheel. So that might be what's happening there. How you doing, bud? Welcome in from Germany. I'm doing good, thank you, bro. Hope you're doing good as well. A lot of it is just about releasing the brake pedal at the right time. It sounds super obvious, I know, but that really is actually the secret sauce of it. It's just knowing when to release that brake pedal. So brake where you feel comfortable, then just, like, you know, release it as it is. How you doing, champ? Welcome in, dude. How's life going for you? Hope it's going good, man. Your track guides are awesome. Ah, thank you, man. Glad you like them. I look forward to doing them. On F1 26. Well, the DLC of F1 26 or whatever it's going to be called. Because I'm a bit starved for F1 25 content. Like, I love doing the open lobbies. Really like that, to be honest. But the problem is, it's a bit like, it's a bit of like a situation where League Racing's kind of dead. Like, well, not League Racing's dead. That's too harsh of a statement. But there aren't really, like, any leagues that I desire really right now to do. That I'd love to make content with. So, yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one. I would love to do a career mode series. Genuinely, I'd love to do a career mode series on this game. Absolutely would love to. But the problem is, it's just like the AI are quite slow. So then sandbagging and trying to script it to make it exciting, yeah, it's not really not my bag of fish or whatever the saying is. I do appreciate that, Husey. I do. The thing is like, I kind of look for something new. In the sense that if I can have a challenge that is, like, you know, a bit different, maybe not doing the qualifying, and then, yeah, like hunting people down the whole race, that's exciting to me. Would you ever do 50% races? In open lobbies? Probably not. Because it just gets a bit drawn out, to be honest, at that point. Career mode starting last? Yeah, no, it's been a thought, to be honest. But the real problem with it is just that, you know, even starting last with the worst car, it can still be quite easy to win. Oh my god, there's like drums being played. Wait. I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that? Yeah, no, like, even starting last in career mode, the AI aren't the fastest or most enjoyable to drive against. I do have an idea for career mode. Okay, this is not ideal. Oh, I just murdered him. I'm so sorry. I do have an idea. Oh, cheers for that. Okay, after what I did in turn 1, or at the start, that's pretty much deserved. Co-op career, eh. Well, the idea I have is the career mode, like a 10 race career mode or something like that series. Starting at the back, but I can't upgrade the car at all. So effectively, the AI would upgrade their car as the season goes on, and it would continuously get harder for me. It's something I did on F124. But yeah, it's something I would be quite interested to do in this game. The problem is just making it entertaining, you know? Not just as in for content, but also for me to drive, like. Co-op career? Yeah, it's a good idea, but I did the co-op career with GB earlier in the year. It was fun. The problem is the game mode is just so glitchy that it's hard to really, like, sit down and enjoy it. I haven't tried. I tried to get some mod working. Like the 2026 car mod working on AC, but I wasn't able to. Sorry, buddy. Look forward to see you 1v1 some esports drivers. I'm not... I understand why that would be cool to see, but... I don't need that chip on my shoulder, to be honest, mate. Like, if I wanted to start racing against F1 esports drivers, I would just re-enter the series and get paid for it, to be honest. Like, I don't feel a necessary need to have a chip on my shoulder at this point in my life, trying to sweat and prove myself against, you know, people in this game anymore. Maybe that'll change. Maybe at some point in the future I'll feel that chip on my shoulder again and think, right, let's go at it. But I'm happy in life at the moment. How you doing, bro? Welcome in. I do want to do competitive racing next year, though. Not on F1. Because that book's been already written, you know? I will continue to still play F1 a lot. And make a lot of videos on it and streams, but... It'll continue to be my main game. That's my point, but... I don't know, like, something like British F4 esports takes my fancy. GT3? I have a major skill issue in GT3 cars. Yo, thank you for the tier 1 for 3 months in advance. That's crazy. Thank you so much, bro. Absolute legend. Thank you, man. Because I like to push the front end a lot into the corner. That's kind of like my driving style is... If you watch... Like, it's a very subtle detail, but if you're watching, like, my onboard... And now I say it might become a bit more obvious. I tend to push the car a lot into the corner. What with aero cars, like downforce cars. I've not seen that cutscene before. With downforce cars, it works. And is okay. But with GT3 cars, it can just, you know, it forces the car a bit too into an unstable situation. So it doesn't really work with GT3 cars. Like, if the car doesn't... I don't know the right correlation and the right words of correlation. Basically, if you need to be quite reserved on the entry to the corner, and you can't attack the braking zone, I tend to struggle more in that type of car. Like, the Porsche Cup car, for example. And cars with ABS, like, I don't really have a good feeling for the ABS, so I never really exploit it to its maximum capability. Whereas cars like, even Formula 4 that doesn't have downforce, you can really push the car on the entry, and I like that. Yeah, I had the big crash from turn 1. Savage Lobby, yeah. What's that sound? What sound? Can you give some approximate figures on how much esports drivers earn? Well, it's about 5p an hour. And if you're lucky, 6. Nah, I mean, I don't, like... For me, now that I'm out of it, right, it's still quite fresh. So although I don't have a problem sharing my own financial situation on that, I also don't want to be disrespectful to the current drivers in these sports, you know? And if I start, 1 year out of retirement, start blurting around, oh, this is how much I made and blah, 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 it's not really that tasteful, to be honest, is it? Like, it's a bit disrespectful. Kept hearing a strange noise. Might just be game lobby, to be honest, dude. I'm not gonna answer that question, dude. With all due respect, I'm not gonna answer it. Oh, it's someone talking. Wait, on your end or my end? Because I have everyone in the game muted, so you shouldn't be able to hear anything. Cable strapped to my T. No problem. I appreciate you, bro, man. Taking help from GPT. Not when racing. I did a video last year, maybe this year. I think it was this year, where ChatGPT gave me a setup and I compared it against an esports setup. Yeah, I did that. So that's the only time I've used ChatGPT, but I've never used it for like esports or proper setup tuning. Yo, how you doing, Ethan? Welcome in, bro. Where is Miami? Like, I think, to be honest, the ChatGPT setup tuning, if you know what you're doing, it's not useful, but if you're learning, it can be a good tool, to be honest. I'm doing good, bro. Hope you're doing good as well, man. Connected to iPad. Okay. Thank the Lord, man. I'm sorry for you, but I'm happy it wasn't on my end. I got away with that. I could have made so much chaos with that mistake. Oh my word, oh my word, oh my word. You're still good, bro, man. It's all good. You put me on my toes. Alright, who was that? They're being sent back to Texas. I think that McLaren and the Red Bull might need to get kicked. Run 18. But to be honest, it's too light. I want to get the Simucube 3 and run, like, I want to run at least 25, I think. Ow. That was messy. Less tiring. Oh, don't worry about that stuff. If I need to get tired, grit the teeth and get on with it. Nah, I've been quite fortunate that I used to race basically a lot with like 20 Newton meter and higher. Actually, I couldn't have gone higher because I was on the Fanatec DD1, but I used to always run with 20. So for me, it's just, you just get used to it, you know? And I'm, generally speaking, someone that likes to lean on the wheel quite a lot. There we go. This guy is being a clown. I mean, people can feel the car well with 9 Newton meter. Like, 9 Newton meter is not really a problem. It just depends what you're looking for, you know? Like, personally, I struggle more with a lighter wheelbase. And maybe other people would struggle more with a heavier wheelbase, you know? Okay, this is going to be hard to keep the position here. Maybe not, he didn't go for it. Honestly, it's so crazy. The feeling and difference from iRacing to F1. Like, it's not even easy to adapt back. Oh. Is it weird you love wheel damping? I wouldn't say that's weird. If you like it, you like it, you know? It's all good, bro. That was a good battle. What's the differences? There is differences from game to game, but ultimately the knowledge of a setup, you know, and what areas to focus on for certain feelings does transfer. So that's pretty universal. Oh, will your setup package be updated for F1 26? Yeah, I will do a new setup package for F1 26. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's not so much the physics difference between iRacing and F1. It's more the force feedback is a difficult bit. On F1, it's very numb. Very numb. Not that much feeling. I just kicked someone by mistake. Because the lobby moved. I don't know who I just kicked. I meant to kick the McLaren, but the lobby updated. Is there going to be an F1 26 game? There will be. There will be. It's not really a new game as per such. It's a DLC add-on to F1 25, but still with the F1 26 cars, so should have a different handling, etc., and a different setup necessity. Mate, I didn't actually mean to kick you. Wait, who actually got kicked? I'm so confused. It doesn't roll clean. What? What doesn't roll clean? Do you know what? I make a new lobby. Because I feel bad. I kicked some people by mistake. I'm just going to make a new lobby. And people can get back in. Do you know what I can't wait for, though? Some chicken and rice after the stream. I am starving. No, I keep an eye on that. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Ethan. Thanks. No, you're welcome, man. Apologies for the mistake. Like, of course you can join. I just can't believe that timing. That as I went to like load on the guy profile, I'm not going to kick this guy, but as I went to load on his profile and press kick player, I think he changed the car, so it basically moved it to the next person. Genius strategy if they meant to do that on purpose. Genius. It also does mean I'm back in the championship fight. Why did you kick me? I kicked some people by mistake on that previous lobby. So I made a new lobby so people can join again. But yeah, it was just a mistake that I kicked some people. You sound like an English villain. How you doing, man? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. What are your coaching sessions like? Is it focused on mastering track or mastering skills? It depends what the person wants, to be honest. It's very tailored to what the person wants. So before the session, I'll ask like what you want to focus on. And then whatever the subject that you want to focus on can be mastering a track, can be mastering a skill set, whatever it is, and then we can work on, you know. So it's completely tailored to the person. Are we getting esports this year? Probably. Should do. How do we feel about Portimao coming back to F1? I mean, it's pretty cool, but I'm not driving it, so I couldn't really care less what track they're on, to be honest. It's not going to make, like, it's probably not going to make outrageous racing. Like, maybe it's time to cross the pond and test the IndyCars. Mate, I'm buzzing for the IndyCar game. I'm buzzing for that game. There's a lot of sim racing titles coming out, isn't there? Where's the Christmas jumper? I couldn't be bothered. Biggest crime Next year is no Spa. Yeah, that was never going to go down well, was it? I mean, at the end of the day, though, like, it's a business. And being really honest, how do I survive that? Being really honest, they're going to make more money from charging tracks with higher cost and going to those tracks, such as like extra like tracks in Saudi Arabia and stuff like that, because they have the finances to put in, then they're going to lose from the fan base being lost. Like, it sucks because I love Formula 1, but at the end of the day, you know, that's the metric that matters if they're making money or not, you know? Yeah, they'll rotate it, but to be honest, after a year, people get used to it and they won't complain anymore. Like, it's quite funny, to be honest, because what they'll do is they'll just put some marketing campaign and put like a video up of like a distraction, or get someone to do like a PR marketing or something, and they'll just distract people from the fact it's not a Spa. And people will forget about it within a year. Genuinely, people will just get used to it. How you doing? I'm doing good, thank you, man. Hope you're doing good as well. Oh my god. Spar's your new favourite track. I have some bad news for you, Ben. Few circuits. Yeah, like I say though, like the problem is, at the end of the day, it's a business, and it's kind of the modern way, isn't it? You know. I don't like it, don't get me wrong, but it's the thing also with a lot of sports is I don't think there's really any sports now that are not, or any major sports, let's say. There are not any major sports that are like not altered. I don't know the right word. Haven't changed for the money, let's say. Do you think EA will add more LiDAR tracks? No idea, bro, to be honest. If they're taking a year out and skipping a game cycle, they better. Take a year out, F1 27 must be sensational. Oh, I guess my command is broken. Michael, it should also be a link possibly in the description of the stream. If that could be useful. Or just friendlysetups.com if to type it in manually. What's the new regs? Is what it is. To be honest, mate. At the end of the day, it's cars with 4 tires on it and cars that go around in circles. You know? Without being directly involved in the team anymore, you know, it doesn't really change anything. Commit. Oh, sometimes you get the reward for committing. And sometimes you just get taken out for committing. What an amazing human being. I'm sure he's loads of fun at parties. No, there's no way you misjudge that. There's no way you misjudge that, man. Like, there's no way. I honestly would prefer if you just came and said, look, I took you out. Like, at least I could respect it. There's no way. There's no way you misjudge that. That's effectively like me slamming into a brick wall at 500 miles an hour and just going, oh, yeah, didn't see the wall there. Like, nah. Michael. Oh. I like his... Yeah, it's a difficult skill, Logan. It's a difficult skill. It takes time to learn that. But I'm sure you will. He bothered you? Man, don't incentivize me to kick him anymore, man. I was just about thinking to give him a second chance. It makes no sense, but if you kick me out, no problem, I guess. It's not on purpose, just to inform you. See, that is a very mature message. Apart from the first bit. But the rest of the message I actually really respect. Like, genuinely, I really respect the rest of it. No second chance, ban him. Man, I would hate for you to be like, you know, making the decisions in a courtroom. You'd be like, he accidentally, like, took this chocolate bar from this restaurant. Oh, 20 years. 20 years in the slammer. Who's leading the championship? Judio, Blur, Master. Right. There we go. Get your asses back to the back of the grid. Do. Do, 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 do. What a chance you returning to esports. Like 1%. I don't know. I'm just like other areas of life that I enjoy, like such. Where's my glove gone? That's a problem. Where did it go? Oh, there. Sorry, back to the point. Other areas of life that I enjoy, such as running and like I like doing extreme distance and running. Like my minimum distance I run is 15 kilometers. Like that doesn't gel that well with esports prep. You know, like because it's very heavy on the knees. It's very tiring. You know, like you don't have a lot of energy. Too much rest in the day. Yeah, how you doing, Manu? Man, you were in the Super Formula the other day, no? But yeah, it's just like the whole esports thing and doing it professionally. Just it doesn't bring that much quality of life, in all honesty. Well, I would never take back what I did. I would redo it in a million years, 1,000,001. Every opportunity, I would relive the life I've lived, every time. But yeah, sometimes you got to know when to close the book. You getting into real life racing? Not really. I might dibble dabble here and there, have a bit of fun with it, but for me, I enjoy battling. Like, I enjoy battling with cars, but I don't enjoy just driving too much around in circles anymore. Like, I like having an objective. I like achieving something that I thought I couldn't have achieved. So if you say to me, Brendan, would you prefer to do this real life race? Or would you prefer to run the whole UK? I would prefer to run the whole UK. What also is a plan for the not too distant future, depending what happens, maybe next year, maybe the year after. I just have other stuff that I want to achieve. Like I still love racing. I still love what I do. I love what I'm doing right now, for example. I love running the business that I run with the setup and the coaching. It's just looking for raw lap time every day has been my life for like 15 years. You know, sometimes it's healthy to try something new. What's your opinion on Match GT3 future? Don't really have an opinion on it, to be honest. He'll do what he wants to do, and... Oh, what the... I wasn't saying what the flip about the guy, but I was just like, what the flip is that contact model? Yeah, like, Max will do what he wants to do. Me having an opinion about Max's GT3 racing career literally changes nothing in the world. Like, literally zero. Actually, I'd take that back. I'm absolutely positive Max is watching the stream right now. Yo, man. Doing good, thank you, bro. Hope you're doing good as well. How you doing, bro? Good evening. Hope you're doing good, bro. Can we do 20 or 35? No. I prefer to do just the 5 lappers. That was a swipe. What are you doing, dude? That just gave me a penalty. Karma. Yo, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good as well. Win the race, Brendan? No. If you said please, I might have considered it. please. Roger that. Well, it's probably going to be quite hard to win because of the penalty I got, but I try my best now for you. Max Verstappen it. Win at all costs. Watch this. We're going to do him dirty. He's still going to win because of the penalty, but at least we can have some pride with it. Frustrated because you couldn't solve a simple math problem. Yeah, I get stuck on 2 plus 2 as well. I keep saying the answer's 5. But what is the math problem? All good, bro. All good. Don't worry. Don't worry, Julia. Streaming on Wednesday open lobbies. What day is it today? Monday. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really have a plan for streaming. I just kind of just do whatever I feel like. I have the Asher Ultimate. Yeah, it takes a bit of a time to get back in the flow, dude. So, you know, just relax into it, you know. Like, if it doesn't come back straight away, that's okay. You know, it can sometimes take some time and just to build your flow again, build your momentum. The grid's normally just decided on pace, Nick. Like, typically I just put the faster people to the back, etc. It was like A is having 2 more than B, extra 20k, C... What? It was like A is having 2 times more than B, and extra 20k. Do you know what? Who even needs that question in their life? If that was me, I would just put back question mark, question mark, question mark on the exam and tell the teacher to do it instead. I wouldn't have done that, I'm not going to lie, but it would have been fun. The imagination of it anyway. Of course you can join, bro. No, I just do the grid. Because then it just becomes very sweaty if I do the qualifying. Yeah, you'll get pace, man. The more you stress yourself, the less likely you are to get back on the pace, though. So, like, you just have to remember to keep yourself chilled, keep yourself relaxed, don't worry, you know. Trust yourself. The more you stress, the slower you go, the more you'll stress. It's a very powerful cycle. And then you have a total of 420k. Is there an option just to keep the 420k? That'd be nice. Maybe buy like 2 laps. Maybe 1 lap in a Formula 1 car for that. I always like this track. This track's always good to me. It's so weird. Since I've installed, like, today I installed, like, a 4th monitor above me. So when I'm doing, like, iRacing, I don't have to look down to my laptop. It's so weird, but it's so cool. Bop, 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 bop. What was the answer in the end? Look who it is, Jack West. Well, well, well. How you doing, man? Are you in Mackey's again? You're always in Mackey's when you come in chat. I saw that Will Gibson went for a Mackey's stream the other day. I'm gutted I missed it. Yeah, I will do tips and tricks for the F126 DLC thing. Of course, I'll be slightly limited in what I can do, because I don't want to repeat content for no reason, you know. So, if the video I believe can be valuable to people, then I'll make it, but in summary, I will make tip and tricks videos for F126, but the extent of them, it will depend a lot on how different the cars are. I will do track guides again, though. I'm very excited for that. Ooh. Sorry, Alex. My chatbot isn't working today. If you just basically type into Google Brendan Lee setup, then it will take you to the same link. My apologies, dude. Chatbot is too focused on helping Santa wrap presents today. Have extras for Christmas dinner. Oh, sorry, Kenny. Good plan, to be fair. This guy is going in every single barrier imaginable. Let me do a juicy switchback. Thank you. I'm gonna make extra pigs and blankets. Homemade or like store-bought? Either way, they're still cracking. Do you know what? I'm surprised pigs and blankets aren't more like commonly eaten during the year. You know what I mean? It's too good to not be, like, at least a general winter food. Enjoyment of them, though. I get what you mean, but I could also say the same thing about, like, Yorkshire puddings, though. You know what I mean? Like, I suppose if they were, like, an all-year-round thing as well, I would be about 30 kg too heavy. I would be a bull. Got any plans for Christmas? To be honest, it's chill. Oh my god. I want to go for a run. Flashing some miles. Yeah, we're cracking. But I haven't got the white livery. To be honest, mate, I could not be asked. If they made the survival mode actually good, I would have played it, but they took an amazing concept and made it boring than watching paint dry. I need Master up here to defend like a king. Go on, 2 for 1. Come on, Rivet. Ah, bottled it. Alright, he's got a penalty anyway. Kind of saves us. Crack-a-lackin'. You send me a pic? Oh yeah, cracking. Why are you downshift in the final corner? A lot of that is just to get the rotation. If I wasn't in dirty air, I probably wouldn't. But in dirty air, you know, you just get a bit more rotation and can help a bit. If they get updated, they do. Let me calculate it. There are 24 tracks. By probably the end of January, maybe the end, probably the end. I would have done 120 updates on the setup since the game came out. So at the moment, I'm on the, generating the 5th version of each track. Right, catch you later, dude. But to be honest, mate, like, Swifty, like, do whatever you need to do, my man. Like, I don't ever want to pressure people or try to be like a salesperson and be like, yes, you should get it. Like, whatever works for you. You know, the way I do the setup is a bit more extreme, more just looking for the esports potential, or closer to anyway. And there's also other shops available, you know. Look, he got my 2 points. Any tracks you don't use 100? No, I use 100 everywhere. Right, we are depending on 2 things. Max Verstappen experience. Depending on 2 things, chat. We're going to do one more race and then end the stream. What, depending if you are bored of me speaking, can be fantastic news. If you're not bored of me speaking, might not be the most fantastic news. I'll let you decide what one it is. Lobbies. We're doing one more. How about 2? No. Oh, man, I really appreciate that, Swifty. Ah, that's really kind of you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Where's damage? Can we have damage? There's damage. Yeah, it takes a lot of time, Nova King. Just, you know, don't overstress yourself. I think a lot of people put a lot of expectation with learning no setup or no racing line. They expect themselves to be on the pace in a certain amount of laps. Just enjoy it, you know. Just take it lap by lap. If you crash, you crash. If you crash, make it spectacular, you know. Don't make it a small crash, you know. If you're going to crash, absolutely thunder it into the wall. That's my best recommendation. But no, on a serious note, just take it lap by lap, you know. People get too stressed on what pace they should or shouldn't be, you know. Any tips for Monaco hairpin? Slow in, fast out, bro. Like, there's people just brake too late into the corner. Brake nice and early, get the car slowed, you'll be alright. Proceeds to punting someone in the league race. Look, if you take someone out in a league race and you say it was me advising you to do it, I will happily sign the document to say that I said it. I will happily back you up in the steward's room. Only under the condition that you absolutely made a masterful clip of a crash. Like, if you do a small crash, then no, it's boring. But if you make like 5 cars do a backflip, I'll sign that document myself. Hold up. Let me show this to the guys. Oh, that's funny. How long are you live for? Probably another 10 minutes, bro. But I can assure you, these 10 minutes probably won't be the best of your life, but it's going to be up there. It's going to be up there. It's Monaco, full wet, with simulation damage. It's going to be a pretty good 10 minutes of your life. Unless we get taken out on the first lap, then it's going to be a good 2 minutes of your life. Why did you join as spectator? Oh, bless you, mate. It's going to be up there. Now you made me hype, mate. I'm not going to let you down. I'm not going to let you down. Oh no, oh no, oh no, my wing, my wing. There's so much crashing behind me. No, you bugger! At least I still got my front wing. Okay, at least I don't have my front wing. Well, that was perfect timing, wasn't it? To be fair, we have made it further into the race than I did originally anticipate. And it is a lot cleaner than I did originally anticipate. We may have actually found the cleanest lobby. I'm sorry to you, my van. I said it was going to be up there as the best moment in your life, but we're kind of not delivering at this point. Okay, that was starting to deliver. There we go. Oh! Oh, okay, now it's over. That's not gone well. Bird drifting. There's gotta be a crash here, surely. Ah. Oh, there still was. 2, actually. Find the gap. What do you like about my wheel? What do I like about my wheel? As in the wheel rim or the wheel base? Both? Well, the Simucube wheelbase is probably the best in sim racing. But if you were to buy a Simucube, I would get the Simucube 3. as I only have the Simucube Sport at the moment, so it's a bit... Oh my god, oh my god. That was a bit edgy. So yeah, there's a bit of room for improvement. And with the Asher Ultimate wheel, yeah, it's just a solid wheel, to be fair. Like, yeah. I don't know, I'm not really one of those reviewer types where it's like... Probably if you asked like a YouTube reviewer, they would be like, be able to give you like a billion list of like what's good and what they like. But because I'm not really saying stuff I dislike, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? What did the Mercedes do? All I know is I've got a chance of winning this race. If I do that anymore, we won't. Alright, I need to gain 2 seconds on this lap. Come on, need another 6 attempts. That was good. That was not good. Ooh. Well, hey. Somehow we actually survived. We take those dubs, boss man. We take those dubs. Lovely job. Don't drop my phone. Alright. Time to find someone to raid. Do 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 do. Bop 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 bop. GG's, man. GG's. It was a fun stream. I enjoyed that. Six, 7. We'll do this geezer.
I mean, James wants to join on Gaming Updates.
Faithful HD. What happens if you only streams in standard quality though?
Oh God.
Oh, bugger. So, slash Raid. Bosh. So while that's loading, what I'm going to do is end the YouTube stream because, of course, we can't raid on YouTube, unfortunately. But yeah, with that being said, everyone on YouTube, really appreciate you. Thank you. Probably will be live tomorrow for the new week, either on Le Mans Ultimate or iRacing. I'm not too sure what one yet, but either way, we'll be crack-a-lacking and hopefully will be a good time. So yeah. Really appreciate you all. Much love, and I'll catch you a lot later. Ciao, everyone. Bye. And we're also going to wrap up on the Twitch stream and go give Faithful HD his raid. And thank you all on Twitch.